Leaving the hospital, Zhuang Rui felt a bit of regret because he hadn't seen Nurse Song, who had taken care of him for the past 10 days, before leaving. He had specifically gone to the duty room to thank Nurse Song, only to learn that she was on leave. In Zhuang Rui's heart, saying thank you was secondary. He was more curious if the scene he saw that morning was real, and if so, that person must have been Nurse Song. But now the opportunity was gone. In a city as big as Shanghai, the chances of meeting again were slim, and even if he did, he wouldn't recognize her. Hey, boss, you changed cars again? How come others' cars get better with each change, but yours gets worse? Zhuang Rui was curious seeing his luggage being thrown into an old Jeep. The boss always said cars were his big wives, and even the worst he drove before was a Santana. Zhuang Rui, watch your words. Apologize to your brother Yang, Zhuang Ant said from behind. She appreciated how this classmate treated Zhuang Rui, running around for him during his half-month injury, bringing lots of food and necessities, something even relatives wouldn't do. Yang Wei, with his thick face almost as long as it was wide, blushed for once, scratching his head and laughing, no problem, and Zhuang. We brothers joke like this all the time. I'm average at driving, but don't worry, I won't hit anyone. I changed the car because I backed the previous one into a wall. Zhuang Rui chuckled and opened the car door for his mother, no longer teasing the boss. His parking skills were more than just average. Even after nearly 3 years of driving, it was always bumping and scraping. One of his biggest features was being directionally challenged. He couldn't remember a route unless he drove it dozens of times. Once, Yang Wei arranged a dinner date with a girl in Huangpu district at 6:30 p.m. When she called him at 7 p.m., he was still on the way, having entered the overpass at 5:30 p.m. but got off at the wrong exit, ending up dozens of kilometers away in Bashan district. Needless to say, the date was a bust, and the condoms he bought specifically went unused. Sure enough, Zhuang Rui had to give directions, spending more than half an hour on the road before finding a soup dumpling restaurant on Huanghe Road in Huangpu district. The restaurant was packed by 10 a.m., a testament to its reputation. The dumplings were indeed as good as their reputation: thin skin, ample and delicious soup, and firm, tasty filling. Zhuang Rui, having lived in the city for nearly 6 years, hadn't tasted such authentic local snacks before. After lunch, Yang Wei drove them to the train station, nearing 1 o'clock. With the Spring Festival rush, the station was bustling, with canopies covering 5 or 6 waiting and boarding areas. Each area had 6 ticket checkpoints, staffed with 3 inspectors each, and passengers were required to wait 4 hours in advance. The ticket area was even more crowded, with a sea of people making the station plaza impenetrable. After parking, Yang Wei made a call, and shortly after, a middle-aged man in railway uniform hurried over. Xiao Wei, why so late? There's only 10 minutes till departure. Hurry, follow me, he said, greeting Zhuang Rui and his mother before leading the way. I got this. Old buddy from our neighborhood, who's doing well in ticketing. Wouldn't have been easy to get tickets otherwise, Yang Wei whispered to Zhuang Rui. Inside the waiting hall, order was restored, but long queues still formed at the checkpoints. The middle-aged man bypassed them, leading them through an employee passage to the platform. With the departure time nearing, most passengers to Pingcheng had boarded, leaving the platform relatively empty. Little bro, take care and heal up. Next time, we'll go find Nurse Song, Yang Wei whispered in Zhuang Rui's ear, sending him off to the sleeper car. Despite the warm temperature inside, Zhuang Rui shivered, not expecting his friend to still be fixated on his crush.